Coach, if you've been to South Florida in the summer, and I know you have, you're familiar with this. Heavy rain. It's coming down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. Set to go now on a rainy Florida afternoon. And we are underway from Miami.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Running with Howard. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
Operating from the gun, Gibbons. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Get in the right room. Get in the right room.
Now Howard. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
On first down, Gibbons flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Running from the gun with Howard. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On the give, running right is Howard. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Hey, we got to get to the ball. To the ball. Let's keep moving. 58, boys. 58. 58 is Mike. Stay with your man. And 58 is a Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. Defense, run.
From the gun, Gibbons. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The kick by Sanders is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Bravo. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52 is the mic. Pick it up. Pick it up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. This is Yeldon on the dump off. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
1st down, Buffalo.
Now T.J. Yeldon. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Exit.
He's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. They go back to the ground now with Yeldon. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
3 bucks. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
On 2nd down and 4, Allen. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have taken the lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and now it's 2nd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaq Lawson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
From the 22, Allen. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On 2nd and 9, Allen, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not no chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On 3rd down, Allen, he's going to float this one deep right, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Point after, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On first, they go right back to Howard. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Gibbons. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Gibbons, throw left side, complete. That's Grant. And he's taken down inside the 30. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 28.
That's another Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Strip that ball.
Operating from the gun. Gibbons. Now the ball comes loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 20, 10, 5. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown.
Touchdown, baby. Keep working.
So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
And the kick here no good, but a penalty flag is down. Looks like he got run into. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Parker the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
He's got a man. It's Williams. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Let's go, D, tighten up. Let's go, D, tighten up. Hey, 58.
Looking to throw on second down. Gibbons. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And it's caught by Parker. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Pretty good location there on that throw.
It really was, wasn't it? That was likely one where the receiver was either going to catch it or no one. Really good decision. And, boy, what a catch and move right there.
And a tough spot to get it over the middle. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Gibbons. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
49's the mic. Watch 49. Mike's 49. Mike's 49. All day. All day. 49, guys. Mike, 49. That's it. Ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
Again, he'll drop the throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. Brings up 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Hey. Go. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Come on. Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Silver. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Short. All right, D. 49.
2nd and 4. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Mike's 49. Here it comes. 49, guys. Mike, 49. All day.
From the gun, Gibbons. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
Going the other way.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 33 and a first. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Allen. He finds his man Johnson. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Allen going to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 19. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go, D. Big serious right now.
from the 16. Allen steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
52's ready. 5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide. Cross the glass, cross the glass. Joker, 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 Joker.
They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Parker unable to get that one, and it's 3rd and short. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Gibbons. It's complete to Grant. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing on first down, Gibbons. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. Looking to throw. Gibbons. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
58 to Mike. I got one. 58, boys.
To throw again, Gibbons. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll run here with Balazs. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gibbons brought in over the middle by Grant. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get up.
Looking to throw. Gibbons. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
58, boys. 58. 58, Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gibbons. It gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one good for 12 yards, and it'll be second down. Here's 2nd and 8. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking to get it to Parker again, and now it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds.
Loss of 9 brings up 4th down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
I'm coming. Check. Check out loud. Monday. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Shit.
They'll start out on the ground. It's TJ Yeldon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason.
Yeldon fighting. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Matt Milano gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. 2nd and 15. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That's good for Dolphins. First down. First and 10.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
That's another Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On first down, Gibbons. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. They run it with Balaj. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
They don't want it, folks. They don't want it. 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover. Woo! Yo, get it. 58's the money. 50.
Again, it's Howard. And Howard stopped short. He didn't get there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On 4th down, it's Howard. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put it into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the 4th, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Let's go.
They'll run it again with Yeldon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
Third down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking sideline, and that's caught by Watkins. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Where's 50? 52. 52's the mic. Y'all not ready.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th down.
Here's Sam Martin now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter.